Are you looking for the best Hisense TVs? In this video we will look at some of best Hisense TVs. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 5. Highense U7QG. The Highense U7QG is a fantastic deal for what you get. It features a proper mini LED display with 3000 dimming zones, which is impressive at this price. The 55-inch model costs around $799, while the larger 85-inch version goes up to about $1,999. What really stands out with the U7QG is its 165Hz native refresh rate, not a typo. Most TVs in this price range are stuck at 120 Hz, but Highense went above and beyond. For gamers, this is a huge plus. It supports VRR, ALLM, and FreeSync Premium Pro, making it perfect for PlayStation, Xbox, or PC gaming. With a peak brightness of around 3000 nits, your HDR content will really stand out, even in bright rooms. The build quality is solid, no cheap plastic here. Plus, it includes a 60W 2.1.2 speaker system with Dolby Atmos support, which is a great bonus. Many TVs sound weak, but Highense put effort into the sound quality. The Google TV interface is fast and user-friendly, and for under $1,000 for most sizes, you're getting features that would cost much more from other brands. It's not perfect, the local dimming could be stronger, but for the price, it's hard to beat. Number 4. Hisense U7N. And this one's interesting because it's kind of like the reliable friend who never lets you down. Pricing sits around $699 for the 55-inch model, scaling up to about $1,799 for the 85-inch version. Not the cheapest, not the most expensive, but man, does it deliver where it counts. The U7N is basically Hisense saying, let's take everything that works and just make it work better. You're getting mini LED backlighting with around 2,500 dimming zones, so slightly fewer than the U7QG, but still more than enough to give you those deep blacks and bright highlights that make HDR content sing. The color accuracy out of the box is surprisingly good, too. I've seen TVs that cost twice as much with worse color calibration, so props to Hisense's engineers on this one. Gaming performance is where this TV really shines, though. We're talking 4K at 120 Hz with variable refresh rate, and the input lag is low enough that competitive gamers won't be throwing controllers at the wall. The motion handling is excellent, sports look smooth, action movies don't turn into a blurry mess, and fast-paced games stay crisp. Plus, you get 3 HDMI 2.1 ports, which is more than some premium TVs offer. What I really appreciate about the U7N is the consistency. Some TVs are amazing in dark rooms, but wash out in bright light, or vice versa. This one just works everywhere. The anti-glare coating does its job without making everything look hazy, and the peak brightness of around 2800 nits means you're not squinting at dark scenes during the day. It's not going to blow your mind with cutting-edge features, but it's going to give you exactly what you expect every single time. Now, we're getting into the serious territory with our Number 3. Hisense U9N. This is where Hisense starts flexing their premium muscles, and the pricing reflects that. You're looking at around $1,499 for the 65-inch model, going up to about $2,999 for the 85-inch version. Yeah, it's a jump from the previous models, but wait until you see what you're getting for that money. The U9N is basically Hisense's answer to what if we made a TV that's good at literally everything. The mini LED backlighting here uses over 4,000 dimming zones. We're talking about precision that makes other TVs look like they're using a flashlight and some cardboard. The peak brightness pushes close to 4,000 nits, which means HDR content doesn't just look good, it looks absolutely stunning. I'm talking about highlights that actually hurt to look at in a good way. But here's what really sets the U9 apart, the processing. Hisense threw their latest AI-enhanced chipset into this thing and it shows. Upscaling is incredible. Your old 1080p content actually looks decent, and 4K content looks like you're seeing it for the first time. The motion processing is smart enough to know when to kick in and when to stay out of the way. Sports mode actually makes sports look better without that soap opera effect that makes everything weird. Color accuracy is reference level good. We're talking 98% DCI-P3 coverage out of the box. Most people won't need to touch the color settings at all. The build quality feels premium, too, with a metal frame that doesn't flex when you're mounting it. Gaming features are top-notch with 4K 144Hz support, and the new game bar overlay gives you real-time stats without leaving your game. It's expensive, sure, But this is the TV you buy when you want everything to just work perfectly without compromise. Number 2. Hisense U8QG. And this thing is an absolute monster. We're looking at $1,399 for the 65-inch model, $1,899 for the 75-inch, and $2,499 for the massive 85-inch version. Now, I know that sounds steep, but when you see what this TV can do, you'll understand why it's sitting at number 2. The U8G is basically Hisense's love letter to gamers and anyone who wants their content to literally jump off the screen. We're talking about peak brightness levels that hit 5,000 nits, that's brighter than some actual movie. Theater projectors, HDR content on this thing doesn't just look good, it looks aggressive. Those fire explosions in movies, you'll feel the heat, the sun reflecting off water, you'll reach for sunglasses. But the real magic happens when you start gaming. This TV supports 4K at 165Hz natively, not upscaled, not interpolated, but actual native 165Hz. The variable refresh rate goes all the way up to 288Hz when you drop the resolution, which means silky smooth gameplay whether you're on a high-end PC or the latest consoles. Input lag is under 10 milliseconds in game mode, which is competitive monitor territory. The mini LED backlighting uses over 5,000 dimming zones with improved algorithms that prevent blooming while maintaining those deep blacks. The color gamut covers 100% of DCI-P3 and 95% of Rec 2020. So you're seeing colors that most TVs can't even display. The 4.1.2 speaker system pumps out 100 Ws of power with Dolby Atmos that actually sounds three-dimensional. Most people won't even need a soundbar with this thing. Build quality is tank-like, and the new Google TV interface is the snappiest I've ever used. This TV is built for people who want the absolute best performance, and it delivers in every category that matters. And here we are. Number 1. Hisense 98UX and 110UX series. Now, let's talk numbers because these are big numbers. The 98-inch model sits around $6,999, while the 110-inch beast will set you back about $11,999. Yes, that's more than most people's cars. But we're not talking about most TVs here. We're talking about the pinnacle of what Hisense can do. These aren't just TVs, they're statements. The 110-inch model gives you a screen that's literally bigger than most people's walls with picture quality that makes IMAX theaters jealous. We're talking about over 40,000 mini LED dimming zones working together to create contrast ratios that approach infinity. The peak brightness exceeds 10,000 nits in small areas. That's actual sunlight levels of brightness. When this TV displays a candle flame or a car headlight, your brain genuinely thinks it's looking at light sources. The processing power in these things is basically a computer. Hisense's flagship AI chip handles real-time analysis of every frame, optimizing brightness, color, and motion on the fly. The upscaling is so good that 1080p content looks like native 4K, and actual 4K content looks better than reality. Gaming performance is ridiculous. 4K at 144Hz with VRR support that actually works, plus gaming-specific features like automatic game mode detection and a lag-free overlay system. But here's what really makes these special. The experience. When you're watching content on a 110-inch display with this level of picture quality, you're not watching TV anymore. You're inside the content. The 6.2.4 channel speaker system puts out 150 watts of precisely tuned audio that creates a genuine surround sound bubble around your seating area. The build quality is furniture grade with premium materials and engineering that justifies the price tag. These TVs are for people who want the absolute ultimate home theater experience and are willing to pay for perfection. If you've got the space and the budget, nothing else even comes close.